Yeah. So seductive. I take you to the candy shop. I let you lick the lollipop. Go ahead, girl, don't you stop. Keep going till you hit the spot. Whoa.
Yeah, okay guys, I'm back. Yep, and today I'm really excited because it's actually gonna be my first fragrance review. Okay, yep, about an underrated fragrance. Underrated, I don't know if you guys know about this one right here. Actually, I'm really even curious. I just don't understand why nobody has posted a review on this brand. I mean, Montblanc, I don't know what you guys up in Canada or just in the States have against this. I don't know, it's not so bad actually. And this one is actually my favorite from the brand. It's called Individuel, right? Guys, let me tell you something. I don't know up there in Canada and the States, but here in Brazil, this thing's work. It just works good. Milfs love it. I need to tell you guys, they just adore this. It's just, oof. But not just Milfs, but 20 and up. They just dig this. You will understand why. Okay, so Individual, well, this one right here was released in 2003, and the nose behind this one is Pierre Bourdon. Okay, and this is actually a 75 ml bottle, right? Okay, I don't want to get into detail about bottle sizes and prices. I'm gonna leave that to you guys. I really want to be very objective, really straight to the point when it comes to my reviews. So guys, this is one of my most complimented fragrances so far. I mean, I'm not saying it's like the most or the top 3, but this is easily gonna be my top 10. I can tell you right up front, this thing works. And okay, so let's go for my take on Montblanc's Individuel. Okay, how to describe this fragrance, guys? It's actually really fresh in the beginning, right? I mean, in the top notes, and then it starts getting a little fruity and floral, and then it starts to the transition into a sweet candy vibe, right? I mean, it's in the base notes you're gonna get that sweet gourmandish. Okay, so what does this smell like? I mean, it was not so hard for me to figure out, but I got it. I know exactly what this thing smells like, guys. Well, I don't know if you have that up in the States or in Canada, but here in Brazil we have these candies. It's called here it's called Seven Bello. You can see the picture here. This is exactly what it smells like, guys, and it's actually a raspberry yogurt candy. So that's what this smells like. It's really sweet, of course, right? So if you don't like sweet fragrances, stay away from this. Okay, so let's go for the predominant notes on this, because you got millions of notes, right? So I'm just gonna go for the main ones, the ones that are really predominant here, right? So in the top notes, stage 1, right? I get this cool vibe out of this, right? It's the cool beginning. You're gonna get mostly the mint and also the juniper berries. After that, you're gonna get into the mid notes, and you're gonna get that. The cool vibe is just gonna do a transition into the middle notes, which you're gonna get a kind of a floral citrus, right? And the predominant notes there are gonna be mainly the orange blossom and the jasmine, right, guys? And then it starts to fade away, and it starts to get sweeter and sweeter. So that's when it gets sexy, guys. And that's when you're gonna get, when you get to the base notes, you're gonna get that amber, sandalwood, and chocolate. Yep, really nice, guys. Okay, so let's do comparisons. I mean, similar fragrances and similar bottles. If you happen to enjoy Yop, you're gonna adore this. You're gonna love this. Because why? Why compare this to Yop, right? I mean, it's pretty similar because of the mix of the ingredients, especially the middle notes and the dry down. It's just the same. It's the mixture between the citrus floral and also the base, right? Because you have all the same ingredients. You got the amber, the chocolate, the sandalwood. So you're gonna pretty much get a Yop vibe from this one right here, right? So let's compare Individuel with Yop. Okay, so which one is best? I mean, well, let's decide together, guys. Let's talk about this one first. Well, I consider this, to my nose, I consider this to be a more versatile fragrance, right? Comparing to Yop, of course. More masculine, more refined version of Yop. Less synthetic, actually, right? And let's talk about a little bit about Yop, right? I mean, what are the pros and cons, right? So, in Yop, you get that, the projection, of course. I mean, if I spray Yop right here in my arm, I mean, probably you guys in Canada are going to be able to smell me, if you know what I mean. So, the projection about Yop is stronger than this one. It's louder, right? It's better for the clubs. Yop is a better fragrance for the clubs because you want to get noticed. I mean, I'm not saying that you cannot get noticed with this one. I'll get into that later. Yop is more unisex. I consider to be more unisex. Dirtier and a little bit spicier. Okay, alright, so that would be the comparison between both, in my opinion, right? So, you can also compare this one with another one. You can compare this with Original Santal by Creed. Yep, Original Santal. So, let's talk about them. Let's talk about this one first, comparing both of them. So, the price, of course, it's really important, guys. I mean, why pay 200 and something, a very expensive fragrance? Why pay so much if you can get this one for like very cheap and with twice the projection, twice the longevity, and the middle notes in the base, they are practically very similar, guys. Just like Yop, Original Santal, and this one, they're pretty similar. I mean, small differences between the middle and the base notes, so I would go for this one, right? Between Original Santal. What else can I tell? Yeah, so let's talk about Original Santal. You can tell that the quality of the ingredients are better. You can tell that. I mean, well, actually, it's a Creed. They have a better selection of the ingredients, right? So it's a little bit sweeter. Original Santal is a little bit sweeter than this one, but you need to really have a really great nose to be able to notice that. And what else? It's a more pleasing smell, right? But and of course less synthetic, right? But it's actually not for me, guys. Well, at least not for me. I like to get noticed. I like to get attention. And you're not going to get so much that with the Creed. I mean, but with this one, you can get that for sure. And so Creed would be definitely a pass for me. In my opinion, I would go for this one. Okay. Alright, age group for this. 25 and up. That's it. Enough said. How many sprays? Well, because of the versatility, I can see people using this to work. I mean, I wouldn't, but I can totally see people rocking this at work. I would go for one on the chest and one on the neck and that's all for work. But if you're going at night, you can maybe do one on the chest, one on the neck, and one in the back of the neck. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I think I got a little cold, so, well, occasions, work, dates, really good for dates, bars, especially between the sheets, guys, sexy stuff. Seasons. Well, I can see people rocking this in all seasons but summer. I wouldn't do this on the summer because of the sweetness. It's really sweet, so I wouldn't go for this one. The projection. Well, it's not gonna jump Brazil to Canada. This is not gonna go to travel countries, but like Yelp would do. But this one, you can get noticed. The people around you, right? They will notice you for sure. Longevity. Now this is important because I can easily get 8+ hours with this. Easily. Sometimes I get 12. Sometimes I get 10. Sometimes I get 14. It depends, guys. You sleep with Milf smelling you, and you wake up with Milf smelling you with this one. So it does its job really nice. Who would not enjoy this? Well, if you don't like sweet scents, if you don't like Yolk Homme and Original Santal, don't even try this. I mean, stay away, right? What else? Buy, try, or pass. This is a definite try. I mean, I think you should try this. I mean, this is really a really nice fragrance, and you will get compliments, guys. I don't give a shit about the critics. I don't give a shit about what they're gonna say about this. I get compliments. I don't care how synthetic it is. It just works, and I want you to get compliments. So, well, I'm just doing my my work here, guys. So, all right. So let's go for the scores. Let's end up this review because it's actually getting kind of big, right? Well, for longevity, I'm gonna give this guy an 8, right? Because you get 8+ hours with this one. Projection, I'm gonna give a 7.5 for this one, right? Smell, I'm gonna give this guy an 8, right? Versatility, 7.5, right? Because I wouldn't rock this in the summer. I think it can really easily get cloying in the summer. So compliments, I would go for 8. 8 for compliments, and the total score would be 8, guys. And just to finish the review, I'm just gonna show you that I do have the Creed sample here from Original Santal. You can see it here. So I did a lot of studying to do this review, so I think I know what I'm saying here. So, well, tell me, what do you think, guys? Just post down below, rate, comment, subscribe, because this is just the beginning, right? I really want to get into details on my reviews. I mean, I think it's important, and give this guy a try, right? I don't care what other people say. Just go for it, guys. See ya.